Ladies and gentlemen, a good early afternoon. Welcome to another episode of the Louis Sports Network. Hope everybody is having a wonderful Wednesday afternoon, early Wednesday afternoon. Before we get started, make sure you guys smash the like button, hit the subscribe button, make sure your post notifications are turned on, make sure you're sharing on your social media platforms. Truly appreciate it. Hope everybody's having a wonderful Wednesday. Peace and blessings to everybody, man. I love and appreciate y'all as always. I know it's been a minute. I have a lot going on in my life. So I don't know when I'm going to be doing streaming again, but that's not going to say that I'm not going to be uploading videos. And I felt like I definitely had to upload a video. So I might be doing a couple of more videos today on today's NBA Finals, which is supposed to be Game 3 between the Boston Celtics and the Dallas Mavericks in Dallas. Boston's up 2-0 in that series. And I hope everybody is blessed. Again, without you guys, there is no me. I definitely love and appreciate all you guys for the times that you have always watched, shared, subscribed, liked, and commented on my videos. I truly appreciate it. Let's get on to the video. So, ladies and gentlemen, we've had a couple of legends, NBA legends, pass away in these last couple of weeks. We had Bill Walton, who just passed away a couple of weeks ago. All-time great, even though his career was cut short due to injuries. But we know that if a fully healthy Bill Walton is putting up historic, possibly great numbers in his career, and we be talking to him among the greatest centers of all time. It's just we don't do that because of how short his career was. We had Chet Walker, who passed away a couple of days ago. And now, ladies and gentlemen, today on this Wednesday morning, which is now afternoon, because I found out the news just a couple of hours ago, we have lost Jerome Allen West, a.k.a. known as the logo of the NBA. Jerry West has died, passed away at the age of 86. His birthday was just recently because he was born May 28th, 1938. So his birthday was just recently. And today's the 12th, which means his birthday was just a little over 2 weeks ago. Just a little over 2 weeks ago, we were celebrating his 86th birthday, and now the man has passed away. It's unfortunate. It's a sad day for the NBA. You're talking about arguably the most influential NBA player of all time, in my opinion. And the reason I say that is because, what this man has done, he's a 3-time Hall of Fame selection. You're talking about just a real trailblazer. Just unbelievable. You're talking about one of the most storied careers ever. He was a player, he was a coach, he was an executive. The man is the logo. And what's amazing about that is that the man was not getting paid for being the logo of the NBA in a league that's predominantly black, which at the time was not. Back in those days. Anyway, currently he was with the Los Angeles Clippers front office, and he's dead. We all know his nickname. He was known as Mr. Clutch for his late game exploits as a player. He was an NBA champion in 1972. He won the Finals MVP on the losing team in 1969 when the Celtics beat the Lakers in 7 games. Jerry West was the best player in that series and won Finals MVP, the first and only player to this day that has won Finals MVP on a losing team. And he was a member of the 1960 U.S. Olympic gold team in 1960, and he was also on the U.S. Olympic team in 2010. So now, this year, in 2024, he is going to be enshrined as a contributor later this year in the Hall of Fame. And it's unfortunate he won't be alive to be able to give his speech for a third time. It's unfortunate he's now, no longer us, but he's upstairs in heaven. He is going to be unbelievable. He is unbelievable. When you talk about Jerry West, you're talking about a man who, he's an architect. That dude is an the first word that comes to my mind is architect. He built 8 championship teams. 8. Think about that for a second. 8 championship teams. When he played, he went to the finals 9 times, but only won one championship because he ran into the Celtics 7 out of those 9 times, right? And considering how his life was, it's amazing how he persevered with the amount of mental health issues he dealt with as a young person, as a kid growing up. He was in an abusive home with his father. He lost his brother, I think, during the Korean War. I want to make sure that I got that right. If I'm wrong, one of you guys can correct me, but I know that his brother passed away. At one point when he was playing in the NBA and constantly losing to the Boston Celtics, the man considered committing suicide. So he had a lot of mental health challenges. And I think at one point, I think today, he was serving as a mental health advocate. For considering what Jerry West went through in his life, for him to be able to live and to be able to tell you these stories up until 86 years old is nothing short of remarkable. What a man. And for him to build 8 championship teams in his tenure, I mean, what a legacy achievement that just mirrors his excellence on the court. Just unbelievable. I mean, you talk about the ultimate contributor. That's who Jerry West was. Jerry West he could be most people's fathers with some of the players that he's met over the years and the relationships that he was able to build. Like I mentioned, I mean, he's a 14-time All-Star, 12-time All-NBA. I think he made 5 All-Defense teams in his career. I mean, he was a very good defender. Very good defender. The good news about his death was that his wife, Karen, was by his side when he passed away. So that's at least good. Knowing that Jerry West was not in the hands of the people in the hospital or he was in any type of hospice care. Jerry West took really good care of himself, even though he was dealing with mental health issues, like, at various different points of his life. He was a Clippers consultant. He worked for the Golden State Warriors. He was also part of the Memphis Grizzlies front office. What bothers me about his death so much is the Los Angeles Lakers. Now, you know that I mentioned in this video that he helped build 8 championship teams. He drafted Magic Johnson. He drafted James Worthy. The Lakers won. He helped bring Showtime. Magic was the one that did it on the court, but Jerry West brought him into the organization, drafting him into the team. They win 5 championships in the 80s, with him being the architect of those teams. And then in the 90s, when the Lakers go through their little brief period, you trade for Kobe for Vlade Divac in the 96 offseason, after Kobe gets drafted 13th by the Hornets. You then get Shaq as a free agent. And later on, they three-peat, even though Jerry West left the team, I think, in either 2000 or 2001. There are some fences that needed to be mended between Jerry West and the Laker organization, and it saddens me that Jerry West will not get to be able to mend those fences with Jeanie Buss and the Laker organization. And it's downright pathetic because of how much Jerry West has meant to that franchise, how much Jerry West has done for that franchise as a player and as an executive. I mean, it's just crazy. And it's amazing to me that because it's Jeanie Buss, she left out Jerry West as one of the most influential, most important Lakers ever just because of their issues. Put the issues aside. Jerry West has meant so much to not just the Lakers, but the NBA. And like I mentioned earlier in this video, the man was not even getting paid money for being the logo of the NBA. And the worst part that really kills me is, instead of this being a day to remember Jerry West, and it's sad. I saw a comment on somebody's post when they posted Jerry West died on their community page. You know what a fan said? And I quote, "LeBron should be the logo of the NBA." And I said to myself, it's just crazy that we're mentioning LeBron on a day that Jerry West passed away. And yes, I'm mentioning it in the video because I just want you to know how delusional people are thinking right now. Right now, we're just talking about that the man just passed away just nearly 2 hours ago this morning. But for some reason, that that person decided to put LeBron's name into the post and say he should be the logo of the NBA. As much as I would love to get into detail about that, I'm not going to. So getting back into the logo, Jerry West. The man was the personification of basketball excellence. He was the personification of basketball excellence. It's a very sad day. Jerry West has meant so much to this league. So much. Just think of the talent that he played with, the talent that he was able to acquire. I mean, he played with Elgin Baylor, Wilt Chamberlain, Gail Goodrich. I mean, look who he's been a part of. Kareem and Stephen Curry, Klay Thompson, KD, Kawhi Leonard, and Paul George. And he just loves the game of basketball that he's always given players their respect. But you got JJ Dum Dum talking about how much of a plumber he is instead of respecting that these OGs are part of the reason you're in the NBA today. I mean, it's crazy that Jerry West truly loves the game that you see him at Summer League games. At Summer League games. I mean, he could be doing any other thing and you'll still see him at Summer League games. And I know a lot of players, they're feeling it because of the conversations that they've had with Jerry West and getting to know him as a person. And this is why I said that we need to respect the OGs. I didn't watch Jerry West play, but I saw a lot of highlights of Jerry West. I actually watched a lot of old school games. That's my deep root of basketball because I want to learn the history of the game. How did the game get to the point that it got to? And Jerry West is one of the all-time greats. The man was an unbelievable player on the court. Unbelievable. We got to put respect on Jerry West's name. He may not have had the success of other all-time greats that have won multiple titles, but that does not take away what he's meant to the league. The man is the freaking logo, for God's sakes. The logo shouldn't change at all. It should stay the same because for what reason? Also, I want to mention that Jerry West hit one of the most famous shots in NBA Finals history. 1970 NBA Finals, hit a 60-foot buzzer beater against the New York Knicks in that series. And that game forced overtime. And remember, there was no three-point line when Jerry West played. He just, listening to a lot of players and like a lot of executives who knew Jerry West, he just sounds like a really good person who just went through a lot of hardships in his life, but he just sounds like a really, really good person. And we know his relationship with Kobe. He has mentioned it many times that Kobe was like a son to him. That's how much Kobe meant to him. And I just got to say this before I go. Somewhere up there right now that Jerry West has passed, Kobe and Jerry can now meet again and they can continue to have their relationship and continue to have their conversations about the game of basketball again. Together as they're up there. So, Mr. Clutch, prayers out to the West family. May you rest in peace. You have meant so much to the NBA. It's a shame that a lot of these new age players don't show the proper respect to the OGs. And you are definitely one of the OGs. And you've been a friend and a mentor to a lot of NBA players. You've either been a father or an older brother or an uncle to a lot of these guys. The guy was a true competitor. Wanted to win, compete at the highest level. I believe Jerry West, I think all time has to be maybe 6th or 7th all time in scoring, if not 5th. I know he averaged over 27 for his career. Was one of the more efficient players in NBA history too. I mean, was always shooting in the high 40s. I believe he might have shot even in the couple of 50 field goal percentage seasons, but he was for his career, I think he shot 47%. So he was very efficient despite putting up the amount of shots that he did and scoring the amount of points he did. So it just shows you the efficiency mid-range assassin was Jerry West. Kobe took one of his moves, which Jerry West used to love to do, that 1-2 dribble pull-up. And also, Jerry West also led the University of Virginia, because he went to West Virginia University. He's from Chelan, West Virginia. Led the West Virginia University to the NCAA Final Four in 1959. They only lost by 1 point to California. And he is the all-time leading scorer still in West Virginia in WVU history. Was named one of the 50 greatest players in 1996. And when the league expanded to the 75 greatest players of all time, he was inducted as one of the 75 greatest players in 2021. He was selected again. Also, he was awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom in 2019 by then President Donald Trump. And these are some of the comments that he said. And sorry, guys, this is a long video, but he says he was a dreamer. His family didn't have much, but we had a clear view of the Appalachian Mountains. And I sit alone on the front porch and wonder, if I ever make it to the top of the mountain, what will I see on the other side? Well, I did make it to the other side, and my dreams have come true. I've been able to see the sides thanks to that bouncing ball known as the basketball. And ladies and gentlemen, that is the life and the career of Jerry West. I hope I made you proud, Mr. West. I hope I made the West family proud. Just to let you know, I did not see Jerry West play, but he was a bad man when I did catch his highlights, and I got to see some classic games for Jerry West. And like I said, I saw more of the executive side of Jerry, a true student of the game. True student of the game. This video, I'm not really going to put any music or anything like that, but because I just wanted you to hear me out. And again, this is a bit of a long video, but I just wanted people to know that Jerry West is an amazing basketball player, but a more amazing individual, and not just about anybody really had a bad thing to say about Jerry. And Lakers organization, you should be ashamed of yourselves. And I'm pointing at you, Jeannie Buss, because Dr. Jerry Buss is your father's no longer with us. But the fact that you are catering to a guy from Akron, you've turned the Laker organization into a joke, knowing what Jerry West has meant to this franchise, and you were not able to manifest this with him, and not only didn't even put him as one of the most important Lakers all time. Shame on you, Jeannie. Shame on you. And it's a shame that it's gotten to this point, and it's a joke. But Jerry, rest in peace. Prayers to the West family. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your boy Louis for another one. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. As always, bless up, live, laugh, love. Sorry for the long video, but I had to do it to honor the great Jerry West. Thank you guys for watching.